shake it, shake it, shake it like a Polaroid picture. Shake it, 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 shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Traveling in a fighter thunder on a hippie trailhead full of zombies. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. And she said, do you come from a land down under? Where women go and men wonder. Can't you hear the thunder? You gotta run, you gotta take cover.
Oh, it looks like I'm on. Sorry about that. It's always difficult. Oh, look at that. I've stuffed it up. Can you believe that? Sorry, technical difficulties here. I must improve that. I always have trouble. There's always a lag, and it plays, I don't know, about 5 seconds or so. And I have to jump in at the right time, and then the stupid intro restarts again, as you're probably going to see shortly. Anyway, I think I got it right now. So, welcome everybody. It's Auzzie Rules here. It's the 1st of December. And it's hot as fuck here. It's already, I think, about 28 degrees. I woke up at about 9:45 this morning, and it's already like 27, 28 degrees, and it's hot. So it's not so much stinking hot, it's just like sticky, steamy hot. So I've got the aircon going in my room, and I noticed it was putting a fair bit of noise on my mic, so I put a suppression filter on, and I think I seem to have solved that issue, so you should not be able to hear anything. I'll have to ask the guys later on whether they can hear it or not, but at least this way I can stay nice and cool while I'm chatting, because I reckon if I turn the AC off, I reckon probably within about 40 minutes or so, it'll just get hot in here. I have a tin roof. Oh, it sounds like I live in a shack. I have a tin roof, and you can cool it down quite good, but it doesn't really sustain the coolness in the house. You basically got to have the AC on all the time. So anyway, doesn't matter. So welcome to Auzzie Rules. This is the December edition. I seem to be down to around about one a month now, but that's not a set rule. I will break that rule if something comes up to discuss. And I haven't even got my book out today. I usually write everything down in my book, what I'm going to do for the Auzzie Rules. Lots of topics to fall back on, because I know listening to other podcasters and stuff, it doesn't sound that pleasant. It doesn't sound that pleasant when you get nothing but sort of dead air, or you haven't got things lined up or something like that. And I mean, sometimes you can have discussions with people and it's just generic, it just flows, which is great, which is normally the chat I have with the boys. And normally just anything and everything is up for discussion, and usually you have some interesting conversations out of that. I remember one time, I don't remember which Auzzie Rules it was, but I brought up the subject of the those real life sex dolls, and that to me, that was one of the best discussions that we've had. I don't think it was a particularly popular podcast, like as far as views is concerned. I don't think it was that sort of way. But I thought, just personally, that was like one of the best discussions that we've had, because it brought up so many things. I might even go back and listen to it, because that was one of my favorites. Anyway, So the title of today is putting the band back together, because I have some guests that I will eventually be calling up on Skype shortly. But there's one topic that I wanted to discuss, and I actually fell upon this when I was reading the news. Is that there? Have any of you guys seen this Michael Jackson lookalike bloke? It's not just a lookalike. He sings. He does the whole Michael Jackson stage show sort of thing. And when I saw his picture next to the picture of Michael Jackson, I thought it was fucking unbelievable. And then a lot of the die-hard Michael Jackson fans are all like, "Oh my God, it's really Michael. He's not dead. They've been hiding him from us," which is complete utter shit, I think. So anyway, this guy is called Sergio Cortez, and you can Google him. And I've got a picture of him. I've got another scene set up on OBS, and he actually does one of Michael's songs. So if I flick over to it, it should automatically work. So plus I've got my mic set up on this scene, so it's gonna play automatically. Have a look at the picture on the left hand side. You got Michael there, and then you got this guy. Look at the nose, man.
me her visibility. Every air I in the dreams of mine. You dance on the floor around. Keep another on me. We got a way to don't call out, make it think aside. And mother another told me we got to love.
Yeah, so what did you guys think of that? What did you guys think of that? I mean, he looks exactly like him. Says, and the thing is, this guy, Sergio Cortez, he says that his look is all natural. Yeah, his look is all natural. Can you believe that? His look is all natural. That nose, there's no way you could have a natural nose like that, right? No, I don't know. Anyway, I got some other pictures, but I just thought I would address that because I thought it was really good. So he does this live tribute show. I mean, there's no way he didn't have his face altered to look like Michael Jackson. No way. I think it's funny. I think it's really, really fun. I mean, he's obviously a pretty big fan, right? You have your face like... I mean, Michael Jackson's not an easy face to copy, is it? Like, or do you... I don't know. Or do you just add a surgeon and away you go? I mean, the nose, the chin. Look at the chin. I mean, it's unbelievable. Anyway, I wanted to... Yeah, I thought that was really, really interesting. It says, like, he has fans thinking that the singer may be alive, and he's a Spanish guy as well, this guy. And I mean, Michael Jackson, he died in 2009, I believe. And this guy's on a world tour. Can you believe it? This guy's on a world tour. I mean, people were cashing in on anything, I guess. But I mean, Michael Jackson had some pretty devoted fans. Even though I think he was getting up to some pretty dodgy stuff out there at the at his house or whatever, where he had that friggin' fun park and stuff. And I did anyone ever read or listen to the documentary from the maid that used to work there? She was very, very loyal maid, and she was there for X amount of time. I probably should have queued this up. And she did an interview, and she was owed money and that, and she was fired and this, but she found some really, really, like, being a maid, she found some really dodgy things around his room and all the stuff, wherever she had to clean up and stuff, and people coming and going and the hours and all that sort of stuff. She said there was some really, really bad, creepy stuff going on. So anyway, probably nothing surprises me these days. Only I watch a lot of YouTube stuff now, and I watched a 60-minute special on, is it Jeffrey Epstein or whatever his name was? Wow, I couldn't believe like what that guy used to get up to, and the girl that they interviewed, and what's that guy, Prince Andrew, whatever's involvement, and all the other rich billionaires and stuff, and oh my god, it's fucking creepy ass stuff. I can't believe it. Like, they were doing it to like shopping girls around as young as 12, or mostly around 14. But I mean, I can't believe people got away with that shit. I can't believe it. I mean, that obviously that guy, like they say that he did not hang himself in that prison, that he was taken out, and that there was just too many people in high positions of power or very rich men that could not afford for that guy to come clean on anything. So they reckon that they had him killed. I'm going to look into it a little bit further, may even do an Aussie Rules on it, because I actually find it interesting what happened to this guy, because I did read that the two prison officers, I think one was a guy, one was a girl, and they admitted that they didn't do their half-hour checks or something. They missed, they skipped some, and that created like this little, period of opportunity, I guess, for however. I mean, inside job. I mean, you can't get killed hung in prison like by yourself. Like, anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna look into it. So anyway, what do we got? 11. Yes. Okay. So I thought that was interesting, that Michael Jackson thing. I might listen to the guy's concert if it goes on YouTube. Maybe. I think it's usually that stuff. I found that clip. on YouTube. So, where are my boys? All right. So I'm gonna call this fella now, who hasn't been on Auzzie Rules for a long time, and in fact, we all had a little bit of a falling out back in. I don't remember how long it was. It was probably about 4 months ago or something like that. And I'm gonna bring him on so that we can talk about it. I'm just gonna call him. Now. I really wish I'd muted those annoying tunes. Hello, is that Mr. Fancy Dog Wings?
Yo, what's up, man? What's up?
How are you?
Am I sounding okay?
Yeah, it sounds pretty good to me. I think it's
because I was in the scope there chatting to you about the sound. Your voice was sounding a bit weird, and then when you switched to the Michael Jackson scene, then your voice sounded normal. Like when on the other scene 1, your voice sounds like there's high treble and like you in a dungeon or something.
Oh no!
There's a little bit I don't know. Just ask Jeff there. Just check. Or maybe the sound is fixed now.
All right, who have I got in the chat? All right, I got Tricep and I got Count. So guys, can you tell me in the chat if it sounds okay? Because I did some testing by myself before I start, like I always do, and I sounded really, really good. But sometimes when you bring on other things and other people, it sort of changes. So can anyone tell me in the chat? And I know there's a delay, so I'll wait. If I sound okay, because what I found with this microphone is if I talk into the side of the microphone, my voice sounds better than if I talk in the top like you're traditionally supposed to. So, what sort of microphone have you got, Fancy?
Oh, I use the Zoom. You know the Zoom?
No, I don't know.
Are you talking about right now?
Yeah. What microphone do you use?
Oh no, I'm using a wireless earphones. So I'm just talking through the wireless earphones.
Okay.
No, it
sounds okay while we're on Skype. It sounds fine to me, but I'm not sure how it's coming out. I can test it though. Hang on a second.
No, when you switched to the Michael Jackson, your voice went back to like level. Yeah.
Sorry, I was
okay,
I was just testing. I sound fine. Coming out on my iPhone.
Okay.
Yeah, well, see, what I do is I run Periscope. I'll tell you how I do it. I probably do it ass up, but this is how I do it. Remember, originally, you're the one that originally showed me how to set up OBS, right? So what I do is I start Periscope Producer on my phone, all right? I run that off my phone so that I can...
Yeah,
and then I run OBS, and then that goes out to Periscope, and... That's how I do it. So basically, I'm set up on the iPhone, but I'm using the computer as well. I probably could. I probably could do it all on the computer if I wanted to, but I don't know. I just do it that way.
No, it's cool. It's cool. What I do is when I do that, sometimes I have like earphones where I can just listen to check. Oh, okay, it sounds okay as I'm talking. Then I take the earphones and I put it one side, and then.
I do the whole preview. You know how you do the preview. You know, when you do Periscope Producer, and there's an option there to preview without going live. So so you get to talk and then listen to it on the phone to see how it sounds. And I do all of that before I go live. Every time I do that, make sure that there's no problems. But anyway,
cool,
I just turned up the iPhone, and our voices sound fine to me. But I'm not getting any of the boys chatting in the Periscope. I'm not getting any feedback. I can't see any comments for some reason. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We sound fine. So listen. Let's get back to the issue here. Welcome back. It's good to.
Thanks.
It's good to see you back. So I just wanted to tell everyone a little bit of a backstory there. So without too much detail, the issue was that about 3 or 4 months ago, sort of you sort of started to get a little bit angry at the world, and you threw a little bit of trash my way and Jeff's way and whoever else was in the way. And I said to Jeff, look, the best thing that we can do is leave this guy alone, because if he doesn't want to, chat or be friends or what, even if it's online friends or whatever, it doesn't matter. Then I said to Jeff, look, there's no point getting angry. Just let Fancy go and sort out whatever is bothering him, or when there was blocking people left here and there, and I said, look, there's no point getting angry. There's no point. You know what I mean? I just let it go, and then you had a nice break, which you'll tell us about in a second.
No, I felt bad about the way I left things with you guys. And I just want to thank you guys for letting me back in the circle.
I never made any attempt to reach out to you, because I thought, well, you want to be left alone, so you go and do your thing. I'll go and do my thing. I'm still doing the same thing that I've always done. I didn't really change anything, and Jeff's got his story, and
it was eating me every day. Like I felt bad the way I left things. I just blocked you guys, and I said some nasty things on my SoundCloud.
You did, yeah.
I accused you guys of a lot of shit. I think I got carried away with the SoundClouds, and like I know some of the frogs, they were also listening to that, and they were getting kicked out of it. And I was getting like some like fake followers in my Twitter and like stoking the fire, and I think I just got carried away with the whole thing, and at the same time I was like extremely stressed out with my family situation.
Yes.
And I was drinking on top of it, and I was taking medication that was mixed up with that, and it was just making me get more and more like outrageous. Yeah. So that, with me not taking care of myself and just like slowing down, got to me, and then eventually it was like I had like a semi-nervous breakdown. Where I just couldn't socialize with people. I was just all the time really angry. So then when that's how it happened, we left things off like that. We just I just blocked everybody, and we just like scattered away. And I tell you, I really did not go. Sorry, my voice is cracking up. I did not go to any of the live stream apps. I deleted it off my phone, off my computer.
Yeah, I didn't see you anywhere.
Yeah, I stopped doing SoundClouds. I just stopped all of those things. And Agent Mud and me were really good friends, and I even blocked him. I just stopped communicating with people. And I had how do you say? I had to really rethink about what I wanted to do. And that time that I went away, and I was thinking about you, and I was thinking of Jeff, and I was saying, but you were the two guys that really never did anything to me. So like, I was like feeling guilty at the same time. So it was like this burden that I had to carry. And
And then I started, when you like jumping forward a little bit, I saw you, I think a couple of times you dropped into Agent Mud's You Now. God, it's hard to remember these platforms. And I saw, once you came in and I wasn't there, I was there earlier, and then the next time I was there and I saw you in there and I was listening to you, but we didn't say anything. So I knew you were sort of back around, but it wasn't until I listened to your SoundCloud when you said, apologize, and you felt bad about things and you wanted to sort, it'd be good to catch up again.
I had no idea you were listening.
Oh,
Seriously.
of course, man, of course. I'm telling you right now, I always told you that I was a supporter of your SoundClouds. I would always listen, and I would drop a comment in there every now and then, and I listened, and then I noticed that, like, even a couple of months ago, I have the page saved in my favorites, and I always check it, and I could see there that you hadn't done a SoundCloud for long time. So every week I would go in there and I would check. And then this week I went in there and you had new SoundClouds or something. So I went, oh my God, he's got new SoundClouds. I'll listen to those. So that's how I came about hearing what you had to say, which was very, very good. But I'm glad you sorted yourself out. How did you sort yourself out? That's the question.
I think the time away from all of this live stream things, and like I can tell you, the frogs they definitely like a kind of a disease. Like if you get affected, then it stays inside of you. You have to go and cure yourself. It's difficult to cure yourself once you get infected by the frogs. So I had to. It's like a kind of a poison. It gets deep inside of your mind and it fucks with you. So I had to meditate and just stay clean and off the internet. And I went outside. I started taking long walks.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, I used to scope where I used to take
I used to love those scopes, Fancy. You used to walk in the nice parks
the
and
forest.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or in a park or something. Yeah, so I started doing that again. And I just started thinking about all the times that I had and just started appreciating the fact that I could do that again, go outside and walk in the nature.
Yeah.
And then just stopped drinking for a while. Actually, now I just drink a little bit of sake and maybe 1 or 2 beers, and then that's it. I don't do the hard whiskey and go overboard with the alcohol. Because I used to mix my drinks: beer, whiskey, sake. I would drink all of it in that go when I'd sit with you guys, and it would be crazy. Like sometimes I would speak to Mud. It will be 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm drinking whiskey with him, chatting to him, and he's getting fucked, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm drinking whiskey right through till about 3 o'clock, sitting with him and chatting.
Yeah, because he's the time difference for him. That's like he's nighttime.
Yeah, but can you imagine drinking whiskey early hours of the morning?
No, I'd be asleep. If I had too many shots of whiskey at that time of morning, I'd be asleep by 1 o'clock.
Yeah, so that's what was happening, and that. But then while I was away from the internet, you get these emails. These emails that you get, man, sometimes it's spam, right?
Yeah.
And then sometimes you get these emails where they like to talk nicely to you, like they try to convince you that they actually real people. So I got an email from like a pen pal. What is this fucking thing? Like a pen pal website.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to check this? Are you interested in having pen pals, real pen pals? You pay like $50, and then they guarantee you would get pen pals.
Yeah.
Do you know about those?
Not really sure, but I could imagine. I mean, I get a lot of scammy stuff on.
So I was convinced it was real. I went and clicked onto the website. I got to the website, and everything looked legit. They had a Facebook page. They had a Twitter account. It looked all real. They even have like these videos of the girls and how they talk, and they like normal people in their houses. Hi, hello, my name is Bianca, and that. And then I said, oh, okay, this is cool. So I paid the $50, and I signed up an account and everything, and then they would email you names. They match you up like with people. Oh, we think this is a perfect match for you. Because when you sign up, you fill out a profile and what you like and how tall they should be and this kind of thing. So it's a Russian website. It's a company.
God. Okay.
So you get the Russian girls, the Ukrainian, you get Uzbekistani girls, all in that area, Georgia, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the girls look really like models, right? But they're like dirt poor girls. You can see that, because the pictures of where they're standing, you can see, and the clothes like kind of just normal clothes.
Uh-huh.
So I signed up for that, and I got a couple of emails, and then there was one girl that actually we started like chatting normally on
Vagina
Twitter,
pussy.
and then that's why I'm using the new Twitter account now because it started to get a little bit scammy after a while of using that thing.
Yeah.
And the one girl, according to her name was Gloria.
Gloria.
So she was really down to earth. She was like 23 or something like that. And she was starting to get really serious, emailing me every day and sending me photos. And then we started Skyping with each other and it was chatting. So I believe this thing was like really real.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you Skype video? Did you Skype video or just audio?
No, video and everything. bro.
Okay.
Video and everything. It
Alright.
was like legit. It was like real deal. You know? And then I was chatting with her, and we'd call each other. So that went on for like at least 3 weeks. But it started to get dodgy because then there was like these little demands or requests coming in. You know, like
What sort of
yeah,
demands?
I should come to Russia.
Oh
and,
my god.
You know, she's not doing so well in Russia. People are poor, and you know that kind of thing.
Did she ask
So
you? Did she ask you for money?
Yeah, she started asking me for money, and I was telling her like my situation is not that great, you know, because now I started trusting her. Like we were being honest with each other, and she was working in a bakery, and she was unhappy with Russia is too strict and that kind of thing. So, like, but the other thing is, I was really excited because she really looked like if we go offline. I'll show you the pictures.
Yeah. How old did you say she was? Only 23.
Yeah, 23. Never been married.
Fancy,
she
you're like
just-
40 something.
What?
Aren't you in your 40s or something?
Well, but
It's a bit young. 23 is a bit young to be the perfect match.
I mean, but like, come on, man! It's everybody's dream to have a young girl.
Well,
like,
okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I've always dated younger girls myself. Okay, fair enough.
I mean, like, come on! 23 is you not. It's legal, right?
Yeah. I know it's legal, but just like you double the age is a bit hard to.
No, my mom married my dad when she was 18, and he was like what is he? He was like 28 or something like that.
Yeah.
And she was 18. So I mean, it's like it's not.
My pussy is like Martin.
Like, yeah, I think most of the people in my family are married to younger girls, and they are like half the age.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. All right. So you didn't send her any more money, did you?
Nah, look, I realized that this was a money-making scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah, because $50 was already as a lot for me to sign up on one of these things, right? I took a risk. I PayPal the money, and it took me like a couple of weeks to get that $50 to make a decision to sign up.
Mm.
And then when she said $50 again, if I could just send her $50, then I thought, oh, okay, that means it's $100, and then next week it's going to be another $50. So that's just going to be, because like the thing was, she needs to pay for internet, so it's going to take her like $50 to communicate with me. So I was like, I see where this is going.
Yeah.
So she gave like these excuses. The internet, she has to pay for that, and it also uses electricity, and showing me videos of her dodgy little apartment. And so I was like, maybe I could be feeding a drug habit or something, I could.
It just sounds like a small scammy sort of affair. But what were you getting? Look, I have to ask you. Was she like taking her clothes off for you on Skype, or was it just a chat?
No, video.
Yeah,
Just
but was
video.
she taking?
I don't know.
Was she losing any clothes?
No, you know how they try to attract you by wearing the shorts, short pink shorts. Those like those night. Do you know those tennis shorts? But always running shorts.
Okay.
And they would wear those very short shorts, and then they'd wear the tight tops, and then you could see their stomach. So she would wear those kinds of things, and she would like do a bit of yoga and the stretching things, and and then she would chat and she'd do her makeup.
So how often did you talk to her on Skype?
Let's see, it was like.
I was gonna say for $50, like it's not bad. At least you're getting you're talking to a nice, attractive girl.
Yeah, but like in the second week, like it was Monday to Friday, and I would speak maybe twice a week.
Yeah.
So in the second week, then the story started changing to like, could I give her another $50? I mean, could I give her $50 to keep talking to me because she has to pay for this? So then I was like,
internet's gonna get cut off.
But I thought that you paid the $50 to be a member of this website too, and
yeah, well, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
because it's a pen pal thing, right? So
Yeah.
looking for a pen pal, and I'm looking for a pen pal. So I thought it was like a mutual agreement. So then I started suspecting that there's something like dodgy going on here. Maybe she could be doing this to like 1,000 other blokes.
Oh, well,
So
not thousands, but probably heaps more. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, from what I know, these sorts of people, that's what they do full time. They sit in the room, they talk to people, and they charge them money.
Yeah. So
I mean,
then as I said, well, I'll think about it. Then she started getting a little bit more, how do you say, exciting. She started doing like splits in front of me, like the splits.
Yeah.
And saying, look what I can do. And then it was like starting to turn out to be like one of those cam girl things.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, I see now you're going to play that game with me where I'm going to be like so desperate because I want to see more of that. So I'm going to give you $50 on a PayPal account.
I want to see more. But yeah, all right, yeah.
No, I'll give you the website link.
No, I'm not joining. No.
I think these guys are dodgy, man. I had to change a lot of things, passwords, and I had to delete a lot of apps and software because they ask you to download Flash.
Yeah.
Onto your computer there's a app that you actually a desktop app that you have to download. Then it goes onto your computer.
Yeah.
And you gotta give them a password. And my thing is like this is a Russian thing, right? So they probably have like hidden stuff behind the app and then maybe take control of your computer.
For sure. That's definitely possible.
So I just slowly deleted it and I just said, fuck, man, this is getting scary. I'm just not going to do this. And I left it. And then I stopped communicating with her and I just left the whole thing. And I was just like, okay, fine. Might as well just go back to porn, watching porn and stuff like that.
So you only spent $50, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, but it's
you had your fun.
Something else with the $50, man.
But you had your fun for $50, not bad. What? How many times did you speak to her? 4 times? 2 weeks?
Yeah, 4 times.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah?
Yeah. A lot of people pay like these cam girls.
But you would have paid, right? You would have paid the money just to keep it going.
No. No. No, I wouldn't have signed up. I wouldn't have signed up for that. As soon as Russian would have come up, I would have fucking ran like the wind. No, I don't do that. But I know cam girls, so I know Jessica Jade and a few others, and and they the guys pay that just for like one night, just for an hour or something, with her. That's that sort of money.
What, 50 for just one?
Oh yeah. She makes really, really good money. When last time I was talking to her, and I see her, she has certain nights that she does it, and she works from home or whatever, and then she has regulars and stuff like that. I mean, she doesn't go into specific.
She's married.
No, not the one that I know. Oh, she has a child. Yes, the one I know has a child. But that's what she does. She works basically. I think she works from home, and she has certain nights that she does it, and she seems to do really well. She has a lot of regular customers and stuff like that. A lot of guys obviously get off with her every week or whatever. But I mean, I'm sorry, but I have to I'm either just porn or the real thing.
Strip clubs.
The real thing.
I
used to do strip clubs all the time when I was living in Sydney, but up here, it's too far to go to the strip strip clubs that are in the city, it's like an hour's drive, so I can't be bothered driving an hour. So, but I sort of have somebody that I see, and I don't think she really would like me to do cam.
Oh yeah. So what about prostitution? Is it legal in Australia?
No, not here. No. Oh, there is some legal. I think there is legalized brothels, but I'm not sure. I don't think it's legal.
Prostitution is illegal here. Yeah, in my region.
Yeah. So so that basically, like, that didn't upset you though, when the whole thing sort of, like, when you realized it was wasn't really going to happen. You weren't going to meet this girl. You know, she wasn't flying there. You weren't flying there.
That actually made me more depressed.
It can, yes, it can.
Because like I remember I had this thing about with Ava. Like I was crazy about her.
Yes. Actually,
she looked something like Ava.
Oh well, so, I actually, talking about that, I actually watched something. It was on. Maybe I just had something on my hard drive or something. I watched something where or maybe it was online. It was Agent Mud, it was you, and it was Ava.
Yeah.
And Agent Mud was trying to be like the go-between, and Ava was like talking to you, and she was angry because you liked her, and she wasn't interested, and you were saying how she had led you on, and this and that, and
but that was after.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, but that happened after we had beef with each other, so that's how she came out like that, trying to distance herself from me. But
you were getting quite angry on that clip. You were really
But the thing is that happened. That was in the last days when we were really trolling each other, and we just didn't want to.
But I totally understand how that you can be keen on Ava. She was a very, very attractive girl. The only thing recently that I've heard, and I don't even know if this is true, it was like, Kermit Town rumors type thing, was that somebody met her. I think it was Jesse Kleenex's nephew. I think he met her and he wasn't interested in her or something. Said that she was as big as a horse or something. I don't know if that's true.
No,
just what I heard, because she only ever showed her head. She had a pretty face, pretty voice, pretty hair, all that sort of stuff. And I never saw the rest of Ava. I don't know.
I saw the rest of Ava.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. I don't know.
I was one of the few guys that saw the from the top to the bottom of Ava.
How tall? So she's only short, right? She's only short girl.
Yeah, she's short. She's my height, and we used to talk about the fact that we are the same height, so it would be quite easy for us to get it on. There wouldn't be any difficulties. Yeah, we used to Skype each other. But before I left the whole Kermit Town thing, I heard a conversation that she and Kelly had, and in that conversation, Kelly actually met her and knows her, and actually knows an associate that works with Ava.
Okay.
And I heard some details about who Ava is, and it was brutal. That Ava was crying on the talking between she and Kelly was basically like stabbing her to death with the words. And she told Ava, "You just go away and die, and don't come back to this town." And then Ava, I never saw Ava after that again. But I really felt sorry for her because Kelly spoke about Ava's personal life. And described her, who she is, where she stays, and all that stuff, and it was brutal. So
I don't know anything about that.
I didn't hear of Ava after that again.
Yeah, I haven't heard of Ava for a long time. I don't know where she is now, and I'm not really in tune with what's going on these days.
Remember she was dating that guy,
Jimmy the drunk.
Jimmy the drunk, right?
Yeah.
Me and Jimmy the drunk were good friends.
Yeah, we all were good friends.
Yeah, before he even met Ava.
Yes.
In fact, I introduced Ava to Jimmy.
Okay.
Through Blab. Then one day, Jimmy contacted me on Twitter saying, "Bro, I'm dating her. Don't talk shit about her. I heard you were talking shit about her, and you're talking shit about me and stuff like that." So I said, look, sorry if I didn't know it was serious between you and Ava. I won't ever do that again. No hard feelings, bro. You know, it was just the whole black thing.
I think you were a little bit jealous there for a while.
Yeah, but like I said sorry, and he said, okay, cool, no problem. Did you know that Jimmy even asked me to do a wedding painting of the two of them?
No. But they broke up.
Yeah.
They broke up.
Yeah, but that time when it was serious, he asked
No.
me to even come to his wedding.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
No. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, that guy, we used to talk almost every Saturday night.
I used to talk to Jimmy too, and then it just like soon as he started dating Ava, that's it. Never heard from him again.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I think she might have killed him. Man? I think she might have killed him.
What?
She might have killed him. We need to look into that.
Yeah, I don't know.
We need to get Danny the bloodhound onto the trail.
You're right. As soon as Ava got together with that guy,
I never heard from him again.
Missing.
Yeah, and when he tweeted on Twitter, he only tweets about MMA stuff. He never tweets anything like real life. He just tweets about MMA. It's like it's a robot. And I even said a few times, Jimmy, give me a real response back. And he didn't. He just kept tweeting MMA stuff, so I unfollowed him.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's happening to people. I think it's this whole Kermit thing. It's like making people really crazy, man. I hope Agent Mudd doesn't get too involved with this Kermit thing because
Agent Mudd Agent Mudd does his own thing most of the time. He just does that you now and everyone's welcome. It's completely different, like Mud Country. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but still, he says this is calf, and then he started talking about them and.
No, he says they're welcome. That's fine. I understand. I don't have problem.
Okay. Well, I've been away for a while, so I need to catch up. Maybe I'm just barking on the old stuff. Maybe a lot has changed. Yeah. So I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna reunite you with your other pal now, and see if he's
Mr. President.
Yeah, our president, okay. Mr. Jeff Count from.
Oh, by the way, Casper, that was no bullshit story, yeah?
Sorry?
That wasn't a bullshit story. That really happened. What I just.
No. Well, no, I believe it. I wasn't calling. I wasn't calling bullshit. I know that stuff.
No, I know. Oh, yeah.
I know that stuff exists.
Yeah. So, just letting the listeners know.
I'm glad you didn't I'm glad you didn't give her any more money.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, you gotta just be careful. So where's the guy? Where's this guy? Is he struggling to set up his mic? What's happening? You need to reinstall Skype? Damn it, this always Jeff has to mess up things, yeah?
Mr. Manager.
What?
He's there. I just heard him.
Sorry. Oh, okay. Okay, Jeff, you got your shit together. Okay, man.
I'm here?
Yeah, Jeff, we can hear you, buddy. Can you hear us?
Okay. The manager.
Okay. Yeah, we
don't
want to rush you or anything.
I'm there, right?
Yeah.
I hope you're not in the toilet, Jeff.
It sounds like it, doesn't it? Can you hear us, Jeff?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to be quiet so you two guys can talk.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, yeah, okay. Hi.
Hi, bro. What's up?
There we go. So you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Come on, man.
Okay, I got the earphones on. That's why.
Jeff, you're not talking on. You're not using Scope or anything. You just Skype, nothing else.
Yeah, just Skype here.
Just talk, bro. Don't
hey,
stop.
How you doing? Good back. Fancy. You're good to come back. I give you support. I hope that you don't have any medication with your depression.
Oh no, I'm done with that. I'm starting to do the natural way. I'm going organic now. Herbal. I stopped organic chemicals because, like, sometimes the medication, the antidepressants, you can get addicted to that. So I'm going on the Chinese tea and the Chinese herbs. Yeah.
Listen, I know that Casper was talking about your periscopes. Yeah, I think that would be great. You should do more of your periscopes and walk around, talking around. Walking.
Yeah, I would try to do that when I get the chance because I need to find the locations where there's actually free Wi-Fi, so I can
Yeah.
you get a smooth stream. Because like if you do it on 3G, it doesn't really go. It just like has all these dots on.
Okay.
So the area where
Yeah.
I am, we're still using 3G, and sometimes it goes to 2G. So it's a bit of the reception is a bit of a problem.
I did.
Is it the signal?
Yeah. I did say with your last SoundCloud's been pretty good, and even the last one. I know Mud. He makes a lot of comments too. It's really.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. He's a good guy. I think I wish maybe one day we should all meet somewhere central. A safe place without any guns involved.
You know what? On Twitter, I just got Corey is on you now. He's given me like 5 DMs wanting me to go over there, and Jeff M are there, and I said, because I'm taking a little break too, and so is Mud, right? We were talking like a couple of days ago. He said, yeah, so we usually come on Fridays, right? But sometimes you take a little break from them, right?
Yeah, it's good to take a break. It did me a lot of good, seriously. It did me a lot of good.
I wanted to say Casper, about the Michael Jackson. Do you know about that too? That two those 2 kids that were went back to court, and they're gonna get in trouble with Michael Jackson.
Well, he's dead.
Michael Jackson's dead.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, there's some kind of a law now that they can. You know what that. Yeah, they're gonna go for it for Michael Jackson's estate.
Oh, there's a corporation. Yeah, there's a corporation.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. I forget. I knew the names. I forget the 2 of those 2 guys. Yeah, but there was a. Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, also, what I want to say is that that thing that Casper was talking about, the guy that was involved in that pedophile ring with Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you must dig into that stuff because those people they're ruthless. They just killing everybody that's involved. Like they don't have a case anymore. Like they probably killed about 15 people so far.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if they're gonna kill Prince Andrew next.
That Andrew guy's he's getting in trouble, man. Yeah.
Yeah. That stuff was turning out to be really evil.
Oh, it's terrible that they would. I understand the young girl thing, but come on, man, 12, 14, you shitting me? That's just
that just shows you people with the rich people are evil.
Yeah, exactly.
I just hope Jeff and you. I hope you're not rich and evil. Are you rich and evil?
No.
Sorry, say that again.
Jeff,
what's that? I've got the earphones on. They seem to be good. Are you hearing everything good?
Yeah, we
can hear you. But why do you stop talking? Just talk, man. Say what you want to say.
Jeff, you might have to have a private convo with Fancy at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so what else has been going on? Count, tell me what season are you in up there at the moment? What temperature have you got? Because I've got summer here, and it's getting so hot.
It's 0. It's 0 right now.
Oh fuck!
Sometimes maybe -3. Sometimes.
Holy shit, that's cold. And Fancy, how cold is it there?
It's 7 degrees.
Oh wow, man! I love the cold.
I don't know if you can say, maybe. Yeah, I would say that I love the cold better than the heat because the heat is really messes up with your balls. So I mean,
what do you mean?
Yeah, it does.
What's happening to your balls? Is this breaking news? What is exactly is happening to your balls?
Doesn't it happen to you guys when it gets super hot? Your balls, it does some weird stuff. It's like it's melting. The skin hangs and it gets super red. Doesn't that happen to you guys? You start itching.
Are you getting ball sweat? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, and then I develop a rash after that, and then it starts, as you know, the itching starts, and the uncomfortable. You can't walk, and then the burning starts. I don't know if you guys get that in summer.
Not really. I can't speak for president, but I don't seem to have any problems down there. I'm an immaculate groomer though. Let's put it that way. So
maybe I'm getting too fat. Maybe I should get skin on skin.
I was talking to I was thinking about Fancy about all the call girls and all that. Everything's legalized in Toronto.
Oh wow!
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Everything. So I know you were talking about that.
Jeff Count has I think a brothel just down the corner. I think you were saying.
They're all over the place, you know.
No wait,
just down in the corner.
Yeah, I mean, even the strippers, man. They have go up the stairs, and you can fuck them, and
Fancy. They know him by first name at those places.
No,
I haven't been there for a while yet. No.
So what about the
maybe for Christmas? Maybe for Christmas, I might treat myself. Right?
Weed legal as well.
Yeah. Everything's legalized.
Oh.
Okay, you know what, Jeff? Then we're gonna come visit you in Toronto.
That's what I was saying, eh?
That's the safest place to go to.
Fancy, we'll spend so much money on the airfare, like get there and back. For us, it's gonna cost us
we
fucking
can get
thousands.
a cheap Chinese flight, man. You know they got these cheap Chinese flights.
I don't want to fly in one of those Max 737s, the ones that fucking crash.
Man, they got they got these cheap Chinese flights that you can take. And because I know I heard on the internet that a lot of Chinese fly to Toronto, so the airfare is
how much?
cheaper.
Have a look it up. I'll look it up and see how much my ones are. Just for shit and giggles, I'll look it up and see how much my ones are. Then you look up and work out how much your one is. My one.
I remember I was about Casper talking about what were we talking about? Do you remember you were talking about in Toronto? We were talking about the dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in there too. That's crazy shit, man.
Man, I said to you in the beginning of this podcast, that was one of my favorite subjects we were talking about that day.
Let me see. Flights.
I was at the club last night, and I'm sort of seeing a girl. I'm close to a girl named Sarah. But I met this other girl at the club last night, and I was only just chatting her up a little bit. She was a dark girl, very, very short, but built very, very nicely. And made me. It sort of reminded me. It sort of reminded me that I think I should stay single.
Okay, which Toronto? It says here Toronto Center. Where? Jeff?
Oh, you're looking up now. Okay.
Yeah.
There was only one Toronto. What airport, Jeff? Where did Jeff go?
Okay, I'll just click on anyone.
Jeff's not.
When's the best time to come there, Jeff? After New Year.
he was
Yeah, don't sleep, man. You're falling asleep.
I've lost Jeff. He's still there, but he's not talking. Oh, he's trying to talk, but it's not coming through. So what I could, he's left now. I'll let him back in.
So when's the best time? Like maybe after New Year? I'll just click here the 10th of January to, let's see, how many, 1 week? Are we going to spend 1 week there?
Yeah.
1 week, okay, so then that is to the 17th. And then one adult, yes. And
I've added him. You know the good thing about this Skype version is when you add people, it doesn't make the stupid ringing noise, which is great. It only makes a ringing noise when you ring the first person, which is good. I got a problem with Jeff. Sorry, guys. He's not adding to the call. He's not answering.
Oh, that's still high season.
You know what? This might not be coincidence. You know, as soon as think about it, Fancy. As soon as we mentioned about going to Toronto, he hung up.
Oh my
he's avoiding us.
Oh,
I think he's avoiding us. Now it says Jeff Count.
That sends a bad signal to
It says Jeff Count unavailable. Oh, this is highly suspicious, Jeff.
Oh,
you don't. Maybe
that's bad.
Fancy. I used to think you were a little bit crazy, but maybe you were right. Maybe he doesn't live in Toronto. Maybe.
Oh, God.
I hope he's not in Russia, because I don't want to go to Russia.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
What-
Okay. All right. Okay. So maybe he's not in Toronto. He's
All
maybe
right.
in Alaska.
All right, he sent me a message. You can't talk.
Maybe he is living with the Eskimos. He's not.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, the
Is it
guy
Alaska?
lives by himself with his brother. How can he not talk? I can't talk. Well, maybe he's
Okay. I don't want to say anything bad because
No,
it might go the wrong way, and then
There's
it's
something
gonna be-
funny. There's something funny going on here.
But anyway, I got some prices here.
All right.
It says here
Shit, I was supposed to.
$1,127.
And that's in.
That's with
is
Air
that
Canada.
is that US or what currency is that?
Dollars US, yeah, that's
US, is
Or
it?
was it Canadian dollars?
I don't know. You tell me. You're looking it up.
Okay, it
Brisbane
looks like it's US.
to Toronto. Direct. Oh, you're sending me messages now.
Yeah, I see.
Oh,
It says people
listen.
are at his door. Since when people are
Listen,
at his
listen to this. Listen to his latest message. People are at my door. Maybe did you send the Eskimos there?
Since when people are at his door? Since when does that happen to him?
I don't know.
Oh my God, he's using my lines. People are at my door.
Yeah, he is too. That's exactly what you used to use. That's funny.
No, this is suspicious.
Oh my
Joe.
God.
You're acting suspicious,
I
bro.
don't know if this is US or not, but mine seemed to be pretty cheap too.
What does it say?
Fucking 27 hours though.
Okay, but what is it? How much?
1,313. Is that one way?
Wait, what are you talking about? 1,300?
Yeah. Round trip. 1,300. I would leave Brisbane Airport. Oh, this is just an example. At 11:20, and I would travel overnight, and I would land at Vancouver International Airport. I'm hoping that's, although there's a Toronto Pearson International Airport as well, at 6:50. But it's 13 travel time. 13 hours, 30 minutes. That's direct. That's direct flight though.
Oh, that's expensive.
No, actually, no, I don't think it is.
Yeah, but
Oh, it's
Direct
20 hours
That's
with
not
one
bad.
stop. 20 hours with one stop, $1,383. That's pretty good.
yeah, it's not bad. I see.
Fuck, I
Cathay
think
Pacific.
I think I might have to save because,
Mine is cheaper than yours.
well, you're closer, I think.
Can you see? I was right. A lot of Chinese fly to Toronto.
Oh, sorry. This
Cathay
was
Pacific.
Air. This was Air. My one was Air Canada. Air Canada,
Yeah, I had. Air
and that's the
Canada, but-
cheapest. The Air Canada is the cheapest.
Yeah, Air Canada is the cheapest. But I'm just saying, look at how many Cathay Pacific flights are going to Toronto, and that's a Chinese company, right?
Yeah, I don't
Hong
have.
Kong.
Yeah, see, from Brisbane, I don't have that option of that company. So there you go. Because a lot of them
Yeah.
own certain routes. They have the exclusive
Yeah.
rights. Yeah. So,
The Alliance.
mate, I don't know.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, on a fair note, I think it'd be difficult for you to save that money. For considering
maybe it'll
your
take me
business, what you're doing, it'd take you a
Yeah.
long time to get that money, bro.
It'll take me about a year.
Well, why don't we start saving? Can you actually put money away every week for a specific purpose, or is it impossible? Is it just too hard? Is it too hard for you to do? Because
No,
on absolutely, I'm telling you, absolutely, there's nothing from stopping us, from both of us, flying up and rocking up on his doorstep.
There's nothing. It's true. No, I could take, but it'll take me a year.
That's
I mean,
okay.
Maybe you could do a
We've been talking about this for 2-3 years anyway. If we had been putting away, we would have already done it.
Maybe Agent Mud will fund.
Oh,
me
it's not
for
far
half of
from Agent Mud, is it?
it. No, I'm saying he might
Fuck.
offer to sponsor half of
Where's
the
Agent
money.
Mud again? Nebraska, right? He's in Nebraska.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Nebraska
a couple
to
hours
Canada would be probably 3, 4, 5 hours, maybe. I don't
No,
know.
he said he'd fly down and he'd rent a car.
Yeah, well, he can organise that as well. But I mean, you got to organise us first because we're coming the furthest.
Yeah,
I got to get the fucking passport done and all that sort of stuff.
Don't you have a passport?
Yeah, I do, but it expired, so I have to renew it. I didn't use it.
Yeah.
I think it lasts for about 7 years.
Yeah, you should renew it.
Yeah,
renew it.
Yeah, it's no problem to renew it. Going on now.
Yeah.
Would that be business or pleasure, sir? I'll say no travelling for pleasure. I'm going straight to Jeff Count's whorehouse.
Let's start talking about it. Even maybe with Mud.
Okay.
Let's see if we can do that. Let's start talking about it.
Yeah, we'll organise it.
We can talk about it privately because, like, I definitely want to travel somewhere. I think it's about time that I go somewhere further than where I am.
Sure. Sure. We'd have a good time. We'll have a good time. We'll have a really good time up at Jeff, and Jeff can take us around. We can scope from all the places that you wanted him to scope from. We can scope from.
Yeah, but now look at it. He just left as soon as we started talking about that.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
what
can you do?
When you're done with this Skype thing, maybe he didn't want to talk about it on air. He wants to talk about that stuff privately.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. There's always stuff going on. Hey.
How long are you going to keep the scope running?
No, we're finished, man. I've been recording for over 1 hour. I usually only do Auzzie Rules for an hour. I think I've been recording for an hour and 8 minutes, so I can wrap it up now. Is that all right?
Yeah. I'm cool, man.
All right, so we'll find out. You find out what's going on with Jeff, and I'll be around today.
Yeah, maybe I'll catch you later during the day. I just want to have some breakfast. And, clean up the house here.
I've done all that. I had my breakfast. I showered. Yeah. I had breakfast. I showered. I cleaned up. I made my bed. I made sure I was ready to go.
Go to you now. The guys are all there in you now.
Are they?
Yeah, we're in Bolton's room.
All right, I might go over and say hello. All right, Fancy, thank you for joining us and welcome back, and appreciate your friendship, and like I said to you, let's keep it going and have some fun and.
No, definitely, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm back, bro. Thanks for letting me back.
Okay, buddy. Cheers.
Right, man.
Okay.
Shot, man.
Okay, bye. That was Mr. Fancy Dog Wings making his return on Auzzie Rules, and I feel very, very happy that Fancy's back, and hopefully he'll be right now. I can sort of tell the signs, so if something like this happens again, I'll try to give him the heads up that something's not quite right. And sorry for everyone, we lost Jeff there halfway through the count. We lost Jeff, and he had some people at the front door. Maybe they were Bible bashers or something like that. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, so I've gone well and truly over my normal allotted time. And I want to thank everyone for listening. Anyone listening to the replay, because that's where most of the views I notice happen. People that are watching the replay when they want to listen to something. And apparently, like, my Aussie accent is something to listen to. But anyway, I want to thank everyone for joining us. Thank you. I don't know why the chat on my phone is not working, so I have no idea whether anyone was putting comments in, because usually Tricep puts comments in the chat, and I see people in there, but I don't know if the phone is glitchy today or something like that. But anyway, so I want to finish up now by saying that if I don't do another Auzzie Rules before Christmas, that I hope everyone has a safe Christmas. And I've got a funny feeling that I'll probably get something going at Christmas time with these guys, because I feel that Christmas is still, 3+ weeks away, and that's a lot of time. So it may end up doing like a Christmas thing. I don't have big plans for this year, so I'll probably have time. I go on holidays from about the 20th, so I'm only working around the house, and I'll have plenty of time to talk. So if anyone else wants to come on, like I still have a very, very big guest that's going to come on, Reverend Bob Levy. I don't mind telling who it is now. Reverend Bob Levy used to be on the Howard Stern Show. I'm good friends with Bob, have been for a while, and Bob is just sorting out his Skype, and he's very busy doing gigs and stuff. So Bob's going to help me with do a new intro for Auzzie Rules at some point, and he's going to come on Auzzie Rules and have a chat, and we'll probably talk about Artie and all that sort of stuff. So I'm looking forward to that when it happens, but Bob's got a lot going on at the moment, so there is absolutely sort of no rush with that sort of thing. So anyway, until next time, I want to wish peace and love to everyone. Thanks for joining me. Casper out.
Traveling in a fried-out combi on a hippie trailhead full of zombies. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. And she said, do you come from a land down under? Where women go and men wonder. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Buying bread from a man in Brussels. He was 6'4" and full of muscle. I said, do you speak my language? He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. And he said, I come from a